Welcome to part 3. When will it happen? This material is pretty well broken out in our full series, and we will be referencing a few videos you can watch to learn more. But first, we have to clarify this question. How long until what exactly? The magnetic excursion? Great waves of the cyclical deluge? The solar micronova? For me, the question is always, when will society struggle? When will we need to begin to employ preparations and survival? Lots of ways to try to gauge it. In Signs of the Sky Now and nearby superflares, we went over the nearby stars and how the ones closest towards the center of the galaxy have had unprecedented outbursts, including a small, weak star pretty much in line with our own. We've interpreted that as the galactic sheet taking over at those stars, but it's not a momentary event. The other planets have been changing for years, and Earth's magnetic changes really geared up back in 1859. This is indeed a few hundred years inside the galactic sheet every 12,000 year cycle, and there's no way to tell exactly when the sun will be overcome. But there's no way society makes it to that. The magnetic excursion of Earth is going to leave us without power and most of society long before the crescendo. In the full Cosmic Disaster film and some of the 2019 series, we went over how you can easily see the changes on the sun beforehand. It's not like it could just look as it does every day and then all of a sudden micronova. When it's something obvious and unfamiliar, it's time, and you'll need to be diligent because there won't be an internet when that happens. That's the imminent concern. When will we have to start surviving? One big solar storm this cycle and it could be over just like that. It is my 100% position that we will lose it all well before the actual magnetic excursion and minimum point in the solar micronova. The time to prep is now. We actually did not get hit with any such major blasts of solar activity last sunspot cycle. It was somewhat weak in terms of solar flares. And so if that happens again this cycle, we'll get through to the 2030s, provided there isn't another acceleration in the secular variation of the magnetic field. And that's actually a pretty good place to start answering tough questions. In addition to the 12,000 year cycle being robust and us being due again right now, the magnetic field has been accelerating its shift. During that series and the full movie, we did not yet know about the Pacific sector and how it had another acceleration in 2017. It wasn't reported until this year. Before that acceleration, we were indeed predicting more accelerations, with a no acceleration scenario actually taking us into the 2050s or later for the excursion. But with the acceleration in 2017, and with no reason in physical reality to expect those accelerations to stop, we are truly looking at around 2040 or earlier for the flip. Again, we'll all already be in survival mode, but we should be able to notice the auroral anomalies at all latitudes and increased lightning events as the field drops to its minimum marks. So, when will we need to click into gear? My best guess is the 2030s, provided we don't get that major solar storm this cycle, which is obviously no guarantee. The magnetic flip and crescendo of the event, and whatever else the sun and crust have in mind for us, would be coming shortly after that. Maybe a few years, probably not many. Especially because the accelerations we've seen have all accompanied significant solar storms: 1859, 2003, 2017. Of course, with the way society is going, we'll be in gear before nature even demands it, but that's on other channels. So, there you have it. If the sun rocks and rolls this sunspot cycle, we could be in trouble in just the upcoming few years. The magnetic energy suggests the sun is still in a weaker mode this cycle, so as I've said, give it only a 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 chance for that major blast over the next 10 years. As long as the magnetic field continues to weaken, however, the 2030s really don't look so good.